All right, so we're back with another session. One thing that I kind of changed was from front squat to back squat. And the reason being is that my left knee was bothering me when I was squatting. And I don't know if it's from jiu-jitsu or some other aspects of life, but it was just aggravating me and I didn't want to keep trying to push it, considering that I already had other injuries going on that I need to kind of deal with at the moment. So switched to back squat and it did feel a lot better on my knee, but it did kind of shift the emphasis on my anterior hips. But I'm hoping that it's just because I'm not used to the movement. So we'll see how that goes in the next couple of days. But I think one thing that, just reviewing my workouts and just looking at my form is I think that a lot of times we tend to overthink about what we're doing in the movement, if that makes sense, right? So sometimes we're thinking like, oh, does this exercise target this muscle group or whatever? But if you really think about it, the front squat and the back squat looks very similar. Like I know there's gonna be a difference, like, oh, the front squat targets more quads because they're more upright, whereas the squat will target the hips more because you are, loading the posterior chain more. But, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to be very similar. And it's the difference between the two will be so minute that it's equivalent to majoring in the minors. And so I think that's a lot of the problems that we're facing nowadays is we're stuck in this paralysis by analysis. Oh, what exercise is best? Is, the pull-up work, the upper or lower lats or whatever. And, you know, I even face that issue all the time. But at the end of the day, we just have to pick a few solid lifts that we like to do. We add in a couple of accessories here and there, and we just need to get stronger over time, right? I think it's as simple as that. Because I really doubt that if you squat 315 for sets of five, you're gonna have some solid legs. And yeah, maybe you can make the argument that, well, set 315 for a set of five on a front squat might be more hypertrophic for your quads, but honestly, until we're at that level, it's not worth worrying about, right? And I know that a lot of us want to be efficient with our times and not really have to, think about it, but I think it's just not that big of a deal. And maybe it's just old age too. And I know we can kind of go down the rabbit hole of, yeah, like for example, even the hammer curl, right? I think, I was just looking it up and people are saying that, oh, the hammer curl is not as effective for the the biceps brachii because it targets more of the brachii radialis or whatever, right? The forearm muscle and the bicep muscle underneath it. And but at the end of the day, like, does it really matter? Like for most of us, like unless you're a competitive bodybuilder, it probably doesn't make a big difference, right? And it's the same thing with hammer curl. Like right now I'm doing what, 30 pounds and some change. But if I could do 50s with good form, yeah, it won't matter. My forearm's gonna get bigger and my biceps gonna get bigger because they're all being worked to some degree. So I think that was just some random thoughts I had when I was just reviewing my footage today. But um, just, for those who actually watched the whole way through, appreciate the support and hope to catch you guys on the next one.